Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to your continuing coverage of the Defense 2, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. We're jumping into Group Game 2 of mTw versus Counterlogic Gaming. Of course, I neglected to mention that game number 1 between mTw and CLG was the playoffs. We have moved past the group stages, going straight into the playoffs, which are indeed a best of 3. So game 1 being secured by Counterlogic Gaming in a very lengthy game. CLG seemingly had the lead for the vast majority of that game, but mTw, despite being at a significant disadvantage, a deficit of around 10k in both the gold and the experience department, managed to hold on for a whole hour. That game was long and it was good, and my commentary was really sloppy. I have no idea why, but I apologize nonetheless. Hopefully today's game will be a lot more fantastic. It will be just as action-packed, maybe not as long. Honestly, hour-long games are a bit much. Anyway, mTw playing on the dire side. We have the full roster for them once again. We have effing Mad sitting in the captain's chair this time, not Syndran. And then we have Syndran, Soksha, Funzy, and Kebab. And over on the side of CLG, Counterlogic Game, we have Captain Pycat, Aki, Miracle, Lacoste, and stand-in Mitch once again. The first two bans who were moved out by mTw are that of Invoker, that of the Leshrac, with CLG responding to that with Lycan, standard ban with mTw having first pick, and not techies. I was about to say techies. I was like, no, that asshole isn't in the game yet. I hate techies. But nevertheless, Tinker is going to be the next hero to be removed out by them, and the next couple will be Darkseer being taken out by mTw, and Nature's Prophet once again. I don't think I've seen a game with Nature's Prophet in it for quite some time. Makes me a bit sad because I love to see him getting played, but it's understandable. He is a pretty powerful hero, and we do have some powerful pushing machines that are still left in the game, and as a result, they will be secured up almost immediately. mTw electing to immediately go for that Broodmother. While other powerful heroes have been taken out, we still have some in the mix, and Broodmother is going to be pretty horrible for Counterlogic Gaming to deal with. Broodmother, I feel, performs a very similar role to that of the Lone Druid, with the exception of she isn't as farm dependent. All she needs is a little bit of time to get her spiderlings up. However, the difference is between her and Lone Druid is Lone Druid, towards the later stages of the game, gets stronger and stronger and stronger because of 12 item slots. Broodmother, in my opinion, begins to fade away because the spiderlings only get so strong and they can easily be nuked down. So towards the later stages of the game, Broodmother is not as powerful as she is towards the middle stages. As a result, CLG are going to want to look for something that can do a lot of damage to the Broodmother, that can deal with the Broodmother, and there are some obvious pickups. SK works out nicely. I believe I casted a game a few days ago with Na'Vi, I think it was, where I can't remember who it was, but they had the SK going up against the Broodmother, and the Broodmother was having a horrible time, because that caustic finale meant that not only did her spiderlings get nuked out to death the very second they joined the game, but Broodmother couldn't get close to get last hits, had to resort to the spiderling charges, which you can't do. The mana is just not enough, and CLG will indeed pick up that SK, and they will play alongside the Chen once again. mTw electing to pick up the Enchantress and the Rubik. Rubik is a hero that ever since he joined the game, we're seeing him more and more. The past 4 or maybe 3 games that I've casted he was in, and it's a delight. Rubik adds such an interesting dynamic to the game with the fact that he can steal spells, and it means that SK has to be careful with the use of that Epicenter, and Chen has to be careful with the use of that Hand of God. They have to leave another spell available to use the very second they use their big cooldown, such as Hand of God, such as Epicenter, because if they don't, Rubik's going to steal it, Rubik's going to use it, and CLG will not be very happy about it. As for the lanes thus far, we're most likely going to see Broodmother going in the off lane. As you do, SK will no doubt try to combat this, which will make it a little bit different. Maybe we won't see Broodmother in the off lane, we might see her go mid. Maybe mTw will put Broodmother down, we'll put a couple of webs down bottom where the Broodmother would be, and then we'll go to top to try and trick the SK into going down bottom. Try and use up the amount of time, the amount of experience that SK needs to get. SK needs to have a sort of a level advantage over the Broodmother to start doing the damage, because he needs survivability, because once Broodmother gets that soul ring, can start spamming out those spiderling charges, SK is going to be in a world of pain. Queen of Pain is going to be the next pickup, another good pickup for them. We've got some AoE damage. This will be able to just completely nuke the spiderling wave. Completely. Not to mention we've got Caustic Finale and of course a Burrow Strike to come out of SK. So we've got a lot of ways of dealing with those army of spiderlings that the Broodmother will be able to build up. That's not Lone Druid, that is Brewmaster being removed out by mTw, jumping into the second set of bans indeed. So Brewmaster, a hero that you simply don't want to deal with. It's as simple as that. He's a absolute nuisance. And one thing to note, we still have some heroes that are pretty powerful and still haven't been picked up or banned. We have Enchantress, we have Enigma, and chances are these two heroes are going to be taken out. CLG will most likely remove out that Enigma, because chances are they won't be picking it up, because you have to be really careful when you're playing as Enigma and there's a Rubik on the other team. Stealing a black hole is pretty friggin' bad. I mean, it's not just pretty friggin' bad, it is really friggin' bad. As a result, CLG most likely don't want to use it, and plus an Enigma would work out nicely for mTw's lineup since they do have a solo laner, and if they had someone in the jungle, well, we already have a jungler actually, but we could see... I'm not sure. Also, I can't believe I just said Enchantress has yet to be picked up by either team or banned, and yet she was picked up by mTw. Little bit silly. I don't know why I wasn't looking, but I have no explanation for my big bit of silliness that just came out of me just then. Lanaya going to be removed out by mTw. We've seen the damage that we can do. If you watch EG versus Absolute Legends, she's a horror to deal with. At the same time, with the spiderlings and their lots of damage and their poisons, the refraction shield would get bursted down very rapidly. Tidehunter is going to be secured here by mTw, not going to let the team of CLG pick it up. Venomancer and Night Stalker also going to be removed by them. Tidehunter also works out very nicely against a Broodmother. Anchor Smash will not only reduce the damage that the spiderlings do by a significant margin, but they'll do a nice chunk of damage to them as well. And then we have the Kraken Shell, which of course prevents the Broodmother from doing all that much harassment to the Tidehunter. One of the strengths of the Broodmother is the fact that she can harass like a boss with not only the spiderlings but the spiderling charges. When you have that Kraken Shell, the reduced damage that comes out of that ability, all of a sudden, the spiderlings don't do anything. The spiderling charges will still take a nice chunk of health out, but it does the same for Broodmother as well. You're going to have to use the Soul Ring to pick those up. Fourth hero to be secured by CLG's Windrunner. She hasn't seen the light of day as of late, not really getting picked up or banned in the last few games. Good to see her returning to the fray once again. Naga Siren going to be picked up by mTw. Didn't realize that she was in the fray for this game. I'm excited. I'm excited. Because I've never casted a game with Naga Siren before. I should actually have a very brief look at her skills to make sure I don't screw them up. Mirror Image, Ensnare, I believe this is Riptide, and of course Song of the Siren. And this, Tidehunter and Naga Siren, now this is some dangerous initiation. Imagine everyone on CLG's like sort of grouped up together. Now typically once you see the Tidehunter coming, you back the hell off because you don't want to get a 5-man Ravage off. Naga Siren pops off Song of the Siren, suddenly no members of CLG can move. And, well, Tidehunter waddles his way into the mosh pit of CLG, pops the Ravage, boom! Big chunk of damage. It'll hurt. A lot. So CLG are going to have to be very, very careful of their positioning, even more so. It's not like... Typically we're used to not grouping together so we don't get hit by things like Ravage or the Black Hole. But now, at all times, it's not even a matter of reacting. We have to... I guess it still is, but at the same time, the Naga Siren ulti could prevent that potential reaction and then backing off and spreading out. Definitely looking forward to this game. Oh, and Morphling's the 5th and final pickup. Over on the side of mTw, we have Soksha taking up the role of that Naga Siren, Kabap playing as Rubik, Syndron taking up the role of Tidehunter once again, Effing Mad playing as the Enchantress, and that leaves Funzy to play as that Broodmother. And over on the side of CLG, we have Aki playing as a Chen, we have the stand-in Mitch playing as a Queen of Pain, Lacoste playing as that Windrunner, Pycat playing as a Morphling, and SK being taken up here by Miracle. Game will be good, I agree, Effing Mad, because we have a Naga Siren. It's gonna be good. Game will be okay, sorry. Oh, I guess he's not that confident all of a sudden. I love the trailer slime. Love it. The entire team of mTw making it up north. We're looking for first blood, however, we have the team of CLG staying it back, not pushing out too far forward. As for how the lanes will come out for mTw, I really have very little idea. I'm not familiar exactly with where you would put Naga Siren in terms of a professional lineup, or lane-up, however you want to say it. Sure, I've played with her in pubs, seen her in pubs, but pubs are full of retards that don't know what they're doing. Well, at least they are in the Mariana Trench, which is currently what I'm situated in. The runes are about to respawn. The game is about to start. Both sides wanting to secure these runes. Lacoste waiting in position, as well as the two here from CLG. The rune will be at the top, and it will be secured here by Rubik. Invisibility, but Lacoste immediately jumps in to deny it. Wait a second. Oh, he did get it. But the animation isn't playing for some reason. That's very annoying. It's been happening a lot lately. It's a pretty significant annoyance when it happens, but oh well. The invisibility animation just doesn't play properly for whatever reason. So I think, what is he doing? Why is he here? Why aren't they attacking him, but he's actually invisible? Sox are going to be up at top alongside the Rubik. We're fighting it out against Lacoste, who is solo top, and over in the middle lane we have Mitch, the Queen of Pain, going up against Syndran, the Tidehunter. What the hell is going on here? Smoke to the seat to go. We've picked up a Centaur. That's what's going on. We're going for the early game. Going to make use of these creeps. Over down bottom, we have Morphling going it up against the Broodmother, which isn't too bad. We have the waveform, which would easily nuke a big chunk of Spiderling, do a lot of damage. Aki and Miracle getting in position. We want to go for a game. We want to utilize the Centaur Khan that Chen has just achieved. We're moving into position, and Syndran is dead. He's already on half HP. He's already under the effect. Burrow Strike to come in. Centaur Stomp isn't even necessary. Gush to go down. No hope for him, and First Blood has been spilled over in the middle lane. Queen of Pain securing that up for the team of CLG. So I'm getting a lot of lag right now. It still says I'm at 30 frames per second, but it looks very jerky. And I'm going to take a moment to reset, perhaps. Everything seems to be stable. Nice and smooth as it should be, not jerky in the slightest. Last hits and denies, once again, never open as they should be. I'm really unsure as to what SK... I think he's going down here to join Morphling. So he was just going to help out in the gank, now going to return to the bottom lane, babysit alongside that Morphling. Effing mad, Ursa Warrior, unable to utilize it, but we do have the Soul Caller. Syndran moving in, taking a good chunk of damage coming in from the Queen of Pain. She's just dealing harassment at every single opportunity. Kraken's Shell has not been picked up, so the damage is quite immense to come in on the Tidehunter. Already being brought to half HP, going to need to use up a Tango, or possibly the Healing Salve as soon as that... Yeah, Healing Salve indeed. Currently 5-0, with the Queen of Pain going 8-5, as well as all the harassment that she's capable of dealing out. But over down here in the bottom, we have Broodmother saying, "Nuh-uh, that's my neutral camp. I'm gonna kill everything." Also, she doesn't sound like that at all. I'm not going to try and imitate what she sounds like, because it'll probably be horrible. We don't have any form of Sentry Wards to come out of either of these two heroes. So Broodmother is free to steal farm from the Chen, which is hilarious in all honesty. However, Sentry Wards are on the Courier, the Queen of Pain. The Broodmother is going to have her work cut out for her. Burrow Strike to come in, the Seder Hellcaller to come down as well. And Broodmother is dead. Another kill being picked up by the team of CLG. Yeah, that reign of fun wasn't going to last for that long, Funzy. I know it was just having fun, but he really should have backed off there. Shadow Strike to go down. The Tidehunter once again taking a lot of right clicks coming out of the Queen of Pain. Mitch just having a glorious, easy time over in mid. Has the bottle, has a haste rune. Syndran has nothing, having a couple of bottle charges. And we're going to try and use this Wildkin, setting the Tornado in. Mitch is going to be forced to back off here. If the Queen of Pain stands near that Tornado, then she's going to die a very, very rapid death. Already the team of CLG pushing down this bottom tower. Funzy getting denied a lot of farm. Currently 6 for 1. Haste Rune to be activated. Queen of Pain is moving in. Shadow Strike to go down. Anchor Smash to go down. And the Scream as well. Running the hell away from that Tornado.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The bottom tower is already taking damage. The Creep Wave is getting neutralized quite a bit as well. But it looks like the tower will take a fall. And CLG are handling this very well. We're denying farm from the Broodmother, which is exactly what she wants. She's not getting many last hits. She's not building up an army of Spiderlings. Effing Mad already getting in position. We want to try and go on Lacoste, who's forced all the way back to his tower. In the meantime, over at the bottom lane, the Broodmother has taken a fall to the Chen, to the team of CLG. Second death for her, making it 3-0 right now. Over on top, we're moving in. However, the Windrun is just a bit too strong. Even with the slow, she manages to escape to safety. And we are going to go for a bit of a trade. The Tier 2 tower is going to take a fall. Tier 1 tower is going to take a fall at bottom. TPs are rolling in to try and reinforce. Funzy has returned, and it seems the Tier 1 tower will continue to stand for mTw. The top tower for CLG is taking a beating by everything that's nearby. And by the looks of it, it will fall. There are no reinforcements moving in yet. Pick up the bottom. Man, Mitch could possibly snipe that, blink in and kill it. It would be daring, but alas, it's not going to happen. Full bottle in hand. Actually, it's being sent back. And Funzy's about to take another death. Miracle moving in. Aki moving in, rather. having the Centaur Khan, or rather the Furbolg, but not going to be able to utilize it. Queen of Pain backing off, but Syndron is about to get sandwiched in. Burrow Strike to come in, Shadow Strike and the Scream to fly out. Syndron taking another death. Being ganked out once again. mTw seemingly getting outplayed thus far in this game. Ganks going around left, right, and center. The XP thus far is very even, with the gold a slight advantage for the team of mTw. Currently moving in once again on this tier 1 tower. We want to try and secure the kill. We have Miracle waiting in position. Is a Burrow Strike going to come down? We know the exact location of Funzy thanks to this sentry ward. And it looks like we are not going to move in. Funzy will be able to back off. Fortification has been dropped. Will it be enough to secure the safety of this tower? We will have to wait and see. I have a feeling that no is the answer to that. Fortification has worn off. We're trying to look for the position to go in on this Broodmother. Will the team of CLG find it, however? Mitch is continuing to give Syndron absolute hell over here. The reinforcements for mTw are finally rolling into this bottom lane. We have a smoke gank to come out for the Enchantress. Rubik is nearby as well, also smoked up, although not showing it. The sentry wards will reveal their position. However, Morphling coming in, Burrow Strike to come down as well. The tower is still standing, but it does finally take a fall. Slow to land down there on the Morphling, stun to fall out as well. Miracle takes a fall. Chen trying to send the Morphling back to space. He's morphing to strength, and he will be able to escape. But will Chen have such a glorious escape as well? He's trying to TP. Do we have a stun to come out? We have not from the Rubik. Telekinesis currently being on cooldown, and it is an easy escape for him. But mTw finally securing themselves the first kill. However, Soksha is about to get caught out. Mitch getting into position. Soksha is going to try and walk into the tree, see if she can TP her way out. Shadow Strike as well, but the Scream allowing her, or rather the Siren's Call allowing her to just walk away. La-di-da, I don't give a toss about you. But we have haste, we have blink, we have a lot of damage, but Soksha is just going to TP her way back to safety. Morphling going in on the Funzy once again, taking a lot of damage to come in from the waveform. But ultimately going to be fine. Just sit in that web for the next couple of moments. We have no form of detection, so Funzy can just regen it up to great victory. Great justice, and so on and so forth. Currently 25 for 3 on the Tidehunter, finally getting the opportunity to get a little bit of free farm now that the Queen of Pain has buggered off. The cost currently 11 for 3, just securing herself up those phase boots. Effing Mad working towards Drums of War. Soksha 43 to 13, having a relatively good time as well. Haven't seen much use of that in Snare, however. No, haven't seen it used for ganking just yet, which is something I feel we really should be seeing out of mTw. Centaur Khan and an Ursa Warrior is being secured here by the Chen. This is going to be a lot of pain for the next person they decide to utilize it on. However, mTw are getting position over in this top lane. We want to go on Lacoste once again, but he's in just too good of a position. Telekinesis to go down. There's the Ensnare. Tidehunter to go down, and a few more right clicks. But the wind run might allow her to just barely escape, but the right click damage might be a bit too much. One more right click will do it. She does not escape, the illusion being too good. However, Burrow Strike to come in. Mitch is here as well. Shadow Strike and Scream to fly out. Riptide once again, but it will not be enough. Miracle still stands. And the poor Naga Siren takes a fall.
Regeneration.
Morphling currently 57 to 10, having a relatively happy time thus far. Regeneration to be secured here by the Enchantress, which means no rune for you. I don't know why he's checking. They know that Enchantress just picked the rune up at top. I have no idea why he went down there to check. Maybe he wanted to catch someone out who possibly was also going for the rune. Pycat getting awfully low here, taking some hits from the Spiraling charges. And still has 25 points morphed in strength. Syndron still getting the opportunity to free farm, but Mitch has returned. 37 to 13. Syndron is catching up. 31 to 4. He's definitely enjoying the last hits that he's finally being able to soak up after being denied for such a long time. And the Kraken Shell is no doubt helping out. But for the most part, as of this moment, both sides playing it relatively safe. We're both backing off, neither pressing too far forward. Sitting back and getting a nice bit of farm. I'm going to guess we're going to go for Mana Boots, Arcane Boots next up for the Tidehunter, which we're not too far off actually, walking straight to the secret shop now as the money does roll in. Arky has 2 freaking Centaur Khans here. 2 sets of AoE stuns to come out of the Chen. And it's going to be painful. He should hopefully use it to gank or to utilize it. But mTw are beginning the unification over at the bottom lane. They want to take a tower. They want to take some kills. And once again, the Queen of Pain securing another kill over on the Naga Siren over somewhere towards the top with the assistance of Lacoste. Not sure what she was doing, pulled so far out of position. Piker going to push his way towards a tier 1 over in the mid. And MTW going to do the same. A fantastic Burrow Strike. The epicenter is coming in with a Ravage, but it's too late. The damage is coming down. Rubik does not manage to steal it. Not level 6 yet, actually. Could have been very bad for CLG, but a nice Ravage to come out. A little bit too late, but the damage was still done and no deaths were had. The middle tower is taking a beating, however, from Pycat and Mitch. No defenses rolling in. Seems we're going to go for a trade. The tier 1 tower is standing at bottom. CLG, MTW want it very badly. Syndran also has to be very careful. Low on HP. We have no form. We can actually have the sprites coming from the Enchantress. Next time that's off cooldown, most likely going to heal that up. Tier 1 tower is taking a fall at mid. And same can be said for the tier 1 at bottom, for the team of MTW.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's it, there we go. MTW are just going to TP out. The cost going in on the Naga Siren illusions. Looking to me like CLG are thinking of possibly getting a gank in on the Naga Siren, but we can easily escape with the use of that scream. Also, I hate her voice. The filter on it is insane. It's just a bit too much in my opinion. CLG currently on the lookout for any easy goal. We're about to venture forth into the jungle, and many members of MTW are here. Effing Man and Kebab about to get caught out. Morphling currently going on the forefront. Smoke going to come out. But we've already been caught out by the Chen creeps with no troll trap to go down. Rubik forced to run away. Waveform to come out. The right click damage is going to be dealt. Adaptive strike next, but again picked straight up in the air. Trying to run as best he can, but Blink in and Scream popping the Rubik, and a mega kill being secured here by the Queen of Pain just 10 minutes into the game. How many kills does she have? 5 for 0 currently. Having a wonderful time. And CLG are definitely looking very strong thus far in this game. 1k advantage in the gold department with a 1k advantage in the XP department, all for the team of CLG. Not as significant as I thought it would have been, but a nice little advantage nonetheless. MTW looking to be pushing out this middle tower. Some creeps being stolen, Gush going down, or rather Anchor Smash is going down. Mid trying to defend, but has no mana for Scream or ulti, and as a result will be taking a lot of damage from the creep wave, trying to aggro it away from the tower, which is very smart by him, however. Bottle charges come up, we have the Scream to come out, and MTW forced to retreat. I just keep missing kills today, don't I? Meanwhile, Chen securing a kill on the Broodmother once again. How many times does this poor Brood die? 3, not as many as I thought, but not having the happiest of times. Currently only 46 for 1 in the creep score department as well. Enchantress working her way towards a mechanism by the look of it. Syndran double damage in hand, arcane boots as well. Lacoste trying to TP out. Will it be enough? It will indeed. We have no form of stun to come out. No ensnare landing. Ensnare stops TPs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure I've seen it stop TPs. But surprised that wasn't used to try and stop Lacoste from TPing out to safety. MTW looking to take this tier 2 tower. Reinforcements are beginning to roll in. The Soul Defender currently in the form of Mitch, but Scream and ulti could do a big chunk of damage to every member of MTW that sits around. Has to be careful. In comes the Scream, and immediately the Enchantress pops. The Soksha coming in to try and save the day. It will not going to TP out before the death rolls in. Yes, indeed. Allowing the other members of MTW to escape. The damage to come out of the Blink and ulti from the Queen of Pain is absolutely absurd. No heals for you, she yells out. Broodmother having the opportunity to get a nice bit of free farm. I'm somewhat surprised we're not using the Spiderlings to scout out ahead just a little bit. Played on the safe side, don't want to get ganked once again. We've already had several ganks to come in on the Broodmother. And CLG are looking to secure this tier 1 tower at top. MTW are rolling in to defend, however. They don't want to let them have that as easy as they might like. We have, however, a big army of Chen creeps to bolster the creep wave. Why is it? Oh, yeah, skeletons. MTW moving in. A member has TP'd out. Miracle might get caught out, but he has a Burrow Strike to get away to safety. And both sides will indeed bugger off. Neither one wanting to commit to an engagement as of this moment. Broodmother once again just spending time in their jungle. Don't want to get ganked once again. We have Morphling moving in. This could be very bad. Any form of detection to come out on him, however, we do not indeed. So the Broodmother should be very safe to just farm away up to whatever level she wants. MTW continuing to push out this top lane power shot to fly through. Miracle and Lacoste are the sole defenders of this top lane. But more reinforcements are rolling in. We have Chen and his veritable army of creeps here to try and hold the line. Will it be enough? The tower's already been brought to half HP. Fortification is not available, still currently on cooldown. This will be a tier 2 tower for mTw. No congestion at all to come out, but now we're pressing in. Epicenter to come out, a big chunk of damage. Syndran immediately drops, but he does get the Ravage off. Every member of CLG taking a lot of damage. Hand of God to go down. Heal them all back up to full. Shadow Strike to go down on Soksha. She's going to try and TP out to safety. It will not be enough. The Waveform comes down and secures a kill on her. 3 members of mTw drop, and now a 4th member will fall. Effing Matt unable to get away from the speed and the damage of the Queen of Pain. Unable to secure the tier 2. It will get denied. Easy peasy. I'm just waiting for it. Waiting for one of these skeletons to just go smack it in the face. It has 8 HP. Why are you not denying it, CLG? Do you like giving gold to your enemies? Broodmother being the sole survivor, not even being a part of that engagement. And as a result, CLG might want to try and get a kill on her. It just feels good to kill the entire team of whoever you're fighting it up against. Morphling is here. The cost is here. Are we going to move in? The answer is no. We don't actually know that she's here. Actually, we do. We no doubt know. Yep, we're going to see the ward here. We see the Broodmother's there. And now immediately we're going to see CLG change direction and go straight for this bastard right here.
Dire's top tower.
Yes, indeed. We're moving in. We're closing in. We have the Pycat down the bottom and Chen moving in from the behind. Or it seems maybe we're not going to move in. We're just going to back off. Very offensive wards to come out of Miracle here. Very nice. Straight into the jungle. We're going to see this. It's a nice position in this area right here. And now that they see that any potential engagements that could come from this area from mTw are all going to be spotted out by the wards. Using the Naga Siren illusions to check out and scout around for a little bit. Very nicely done. I'm very surprised we're not going in on this Broodmother. It's actually just a Spiderlings. The Broodmother is all the way at the safety of the lane, continuing to push it out. 73 for 1 in the last hit departments, having a relatively good time.
Radiant's top tower.
SK is looking for blood, so is a team of CLG. And Funzy really needs to start getting a move on. He needs to bugger off. Have we been using those Spiderlings for scouting? We're just sticking with the webs, it seems. Funzy's moving back in. We have to be careful. There's a lot of deaths to roll in. Engaging will not be beneficial, Broodmother. But we have no form of detection coming out of CLG, do we? I don't think we do. Morphling does not. SK does not. Chen does not. Oh, he does have sentries. Never mind. Funzy playing it safe, realizing that Morphling can deal a lot of damage. 25 points in his strength means he has a good amount of HP. The engagement is going on. Hand of God has dropped down as well. Rubik taking a kill there on the Queen of Pain, and over down here in the bottom we have Funzy trying to do as much damage as he can to Pycat, but the damage is not enough. Nice little Hand of God there. I don't think that they will watch it. Yeah, they were trying to save the Queen of Pain, but alas, the damage or the healing was not enough. Pycat continuing to get free farm. He's working his way towards a shotgun. 2,800 in the bank, just needing about a few hundred more before he has that Eagle Song. And this will allow the Morphling to just start roaming around the map, popping people. Just going up, pop, pop, pop. The cost taking a lot of damage here from the illusions might actually be enough, but we've got no follow-up and snare to come in from Soksha, who's also being brought very low. And we're currently going in the Broodmother once again. We want to secure a kill on her. The reinforcements are rolling in. We have an invisibility ward and smoke is here. We have sentries. Yes, we do have sentries. And Funzy is looking a bit dead, but Highcat is getting very low indeed. Burrow Strike come down, and the Epicenter going to use to secure the kill. Troll Trap as well, and that is a dead Broodmother. Pycat hasting his way to safety, but reinforcements are not too far away. A nice little kill up for CLG there, and they're looking to push out this tier 2 tower over the bottom lane. Wanting to get a nice chunk of gold, a nice bit of experience as well for any kills that might roll their way. But reinforcements are already rolling in, and as a result, CLG will be unable to secure themselves this tower. Pycat could find himself caught out. We don't have any replica. Kebab is currently on the lookout, but Kebab has to be careful too. We have the Ethereal Blade, and now the tides have turned. Kebab is about to pop, immediately blinking out, using the Queen of Pain's blink and allowing him to escape. Very nicely done by him, avoiding that waveform. Should have used the adapted strike instead, but oh well. It's actually only rank 2, so waveform would have indeed been the better benefit. Also the fact that he didn't have mana for both, I don't think. Broodmother working her way towards the BKB, the Black King bar, the delicious piece of magical immunity that it is, and Chen still not having a mechanism, which surprises me actually. Thought we would have gone for that faster, especially with the fact that the Chen secured himself that first blood. But I'm guessing we've been spending money on wards, on sentries, to try and shut down that Broodmother as best as possible. But the mechanism is finally in hand, being flown over on the courier. mTw looking to push their way towards this middle tower, or maybe not. We have Syndron alongside effing Mad, with a nice little army of creeps. We have the Dark Troll Shaman here, as well as his little undeads. And the shotgun doing a big chunk of damage out of Syndron's health, but the mechanism going to heal him back up to relative safety. This Morphling is capable of dealing a lot of pain and a lot of punishment. Broodmother continuing to just free farm her way to great justice over in the bottom lane, using the spiderlings in the jungle. She's sitting in the lane, and if reinforcements don't roll in, this will be a very easy tier 2 tower for mTw. The reinforcements are not too far away. We have SK, we have Chen. SK should be enough to clean this up. We have Caustic Finale, we have Burrow Strike and Epicenter. A few right clicks on a couple of their creeps, one Burrow Strike through, and watch them explode. There we go, the entire creep wave has been annihilated, and that is a nice chunk of gold for Miracle. Funzy, however, just going to continue working up that army of creeps once again, working up the army of spiderlings, 1800 in the bank, getting ever so close to that BKB. Somewhat surprised we're not pushing forward a little bit, with a bit more aggression. Effing Mad being caught out, Sprites to come down, Mech Charge to go down as well. The damage will not be enough, however. A few more right clicks, but nice use of the Troll Shaman. Naga Siren coming in, Syndron is joining the fray as well, trying to morph to strength. And using the magic wand, trying to heal himself back to safety. Will Highcap be able to escape? We have Aki moving in, Hand of God, and he's going to TP himself out. Easy peasy. But will the Chen pay for his impudence? He will not. He is simply going to back off. And Aki will return straight back, Pycat rather, will return straight back into the game with that Replicate. And will be able to push and do some damage on the team of mTw. And Enchantress is about to get caught out. Miracle alongside Aki, and of course a Replicate. Blink to Burrow Strike to come in. Effing Mad is freaking dead. The shotgunner comes out, he does get his kill. And now mTw have to be very careful. The tier 1 tower over at the top is going to take a fall. They will probably continue to rotate and just go down and slap this tier 2 tower straight in the face. There's no reason not to. And mTw are definitely going to have their work cut out for them to try and defend this big push of death to come out of CLG. Prashan is still up, an option available for both parties, but neither one can take it while the entire team still sits standing strong on its knees, on its legs rather. Naga Siren's fine, it's just an illusion. Using the illusion to jungle, Syndron will clean up this creep wave very nicely, but still has to be careful. A big chunk of CLG are waiting here in the sidelines. They want to get a kill. We have a Troll Shaman, we have a Centaur, we have the Satyr, we have a lot of damage, and my screen is lagging a lot. I think Fraps is having a skits attack as of this moment. Syndron almost getting caught out, is just going to walk his way to safety, however. Just stop recording, start recording, and suddenly everything is happy. mTw currently pushing the issue, pressing in, wanting to try and pick themselves up a kill. Pycat staying on the front lines, wants to try and shotgun some poor fool down, jumping everything into agility. This will be a lot of damage. Blink to Burrow Strike to come down. Shackle not latching on anything, but Tidehunter immediately pops to the shotgun of Morphling. And Morphling gives a nice, adorable little taunt, and a 111 gold bounty on that Satyr, being pretty much given over to them by the Enchantress, trying to do what she could, however, to try and save its life and deny the gold. And mTw are hungry for revenge. Many members are trying to move in. They're waiting for the appropriate position as they push towards this tier 2 tower. Are they going to get it, however? We have to be very careful of the shotgun. Morphing some points into strength, doesn't want to get bursted down. Forced off ahead, Shackle to go down, doesn't latch, however, and we're going to have a spell stolen. We have the morph stolen there by the Rubik, going to put everything into strength, and suddenly Rubik has 1600 HP. Burrow Strike coming in, Epicenter as well, but not as much damage as he thought, and he steals the Burrow Strike, using it right after. Scream to come out, Soksha just barely surviving. She is going to have to rapidly back off before she gets shotgunned down by Pycat, who's continuing to morph to strength. Soksha will back off. Enchantress picking up a kill here on the SK down the bottom, cutting off his retreat as he was very low on HP after taking a lot of damage with that attempted epicenter. Mitch continuing to push out this bottom lane. The tier 2 tower is taking some hits. And mTw not electing to reinforce, but the TPs are now rolling in. We're going to try and get a kill on Mitch, but he is going to blink his way to safety. Kebab going to pull the creep wave away, use a Fade Bolt to nuke it down. But suddenly, Spider's coming in. Mitch trying to blink away indeed, and has successfully done so. With the BKB currently coming in on the courier for the Broodmother. Yes, indeed. And the Broodmother has been absent. mTw are doing a good job at holding on, and the Broodmother has been absent in just about every single fight. So once the Broodmother comes in with that BKB, the damage is going to be immense. Miracle TPing in. Pycat moving in. The shotgun damage is too much. mTw go out and fucking mad. The sprites as well, but the healing will not be enough to negate the damage, and another easy kill. This Enchantress is just being a massive target for this Morphling throughout the entire game ever since he got that shotgun. And while mTw were thinking of Roshan, they know now that they cannot do it. They're down a member, and CLG are aware of their position. They're not too far away, and now they're thinking of going for Roshan, or maybe they're just checking, finding out that no one is taking him on, and as a result, they are just going to continue on with the pushing out of this middle lane. And shotgun coming in once again on Cinder, and Burrow Strike just barely missing on him, and he will be able to get away, getting blocked by the creeps. The tower damage is a lot. Counter Burrow Strike to go down. Chen gonna TP him back to base. Hand of God to fly down as well. Fade Bolt to go down. A big chunk of damage out of everyone's HP. Very close call for Syndrome, but just barely escaping out. If that Burrow Strike was right, he would have been pretty friggin' dead. And the Riptide doing a massive chunk of everyone's health. Riptide, not Tide Hunter, not Tide Caller. Riptide, not Tide Bringer. Oh, there's so many things with Tide. God, good lord. Tier 1 tower, who's still standing in the middle lane, is going to be secured here by mTw, but reinforcements are rolling in. Morphling has joined the fray, and it seems the tower will not be secured by mTw. The last remaining tier 1 tower being called out, Insatiable Hunger being popped, trying to take down Mitch, but the damage is not enough. He is a little bit too mobile for that Broodmother. And as of this moment, mTw just sitting back and farming it up, looking at the gold graph, closing in on a 10k advantage, or maybe that's 7.5k for the team of CLG, with a 12k advantage in the XP department for CLG, rocketing ahead in this game just like the last. And now's the time for Roshan, and mTw are all too aware about it. We're moving in. Chen Creek's going to be sent first. We're going to see the reinforcements are rolling in. Fade Bolt to fly out. A big chunk of damage to be done. Immediately, the Broodmother gets popped by the Morphling. Entangled to go down on Chen. Riptide to go down as well. He's currently on the ledge. This is not exactly a good place for him, but the ulti to come in from the Queen of Pain, not doing all that much damage. Kebab has not stolen it either. And in comes the Ravage. This is a combo that we were worried about, and in it comes a nice Ravage to come in for the Tide. The damage coming in from everyone is immense indeed. Pycat being brought very low. mTw Funzy being taken down. Impede's doing a big ton of damage. A nice Shackle to come in. Power Shot to follow. In comes the Chen Creek. We're going to have some Chain Center action going down. Syndrome will take a fall. Effing Mad might just barely be able to escape. The safety of the tower is nearby. Queen of Pain is continuing pursuit, however. Has no mana for Blink and Screen. Actually, yes, she does. Shadow Strike to come down. Effing Mad will not escape. Will have no mana for Sprites. And suddenly Morphling secures himself a triple kill, snatching the kill straight there from the Queen of Pain. And the team of CLG are just a little bit too far ahead, despite the nice positioning that they can get from the Naga Siren, Scream to Ravage. The problem is, of course, that they're just behind on levels. They don't have the damage that they need to perfectly capitalize on that fantastic Ravage that they got off. It wasn't actually the best Ravage, but it was pretty nice. It was reasonable. And Roshan is going to be secured here by CLG. Absolutely nothing that the team of mTw can do about it. Most likely Morph is indeed going to secure up that Aegis of the Immortal. Going to be sent back to base with the Replicant out, bring his mana and health back to full, and jump straight back into the action. Funzy looking like he wants to go in Miracle, but has to be careful with the Epicenter and the Caustic Finale, as well as the rest of CLG, who are not too far away. Funzy has to be careful, and Aki is most likely telling his teammates, yo, there's free gold in our jungle. How about we go kill this freaking Broodmother? Still haven't seen a single BKB use. The only time where the action was going, she was coming to join the action and instantly gets popped by the Morphling in the SK. Really sad for her. Not even an opportunity to use that BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Neither side pressing the issue. Everything Mad doing what he can. He want to try and secure this tier 1, but reinforcements already rolling in. Will the damage be enough? Rubik has to be very freaking careful. Fortification has been dropped. The cost currently on the move. We want to find Kabap. Are we going to get him? I don't think so. Blinking away to safety. Just going to TP out. Easy peasy. And a tier 1 tower at the middle lane still continues to stand.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Tidehunter working his way towards no, it's not a Veil of Discord, it's a Cloak of Hood of Defiance. Yes, it's Hood of Defiance. Shackle to go down, doesn't latch, gonna blink his way to safety. But he's working his way towards a Hood, which will no doubt be turned into a pipe. Absorb some of the spell damage to come out of CLG. Miracle waiting in position, waiting for the opportune moment. In comes the Burrow Strike. The Epicenter is not going to follow. He's currently trapped in the trees. Kabap very low. One more right click will do him, trying to juke as best as he can. Telekinesis bringing him back up, and Miracle, all he has to do is Burrow Strike, but the right click to come out of the Queen of Pain is enough. And the Rubik takes the fall. Shackle to go out, doesn't latch. And here we're going to have the Ravage Scream combo once again. There it goes, a big chunk of damage. Hand of God counters everything now, however. We haven't even seen the mech go out. Burrow Strike to come down. Epicenter is going to follow. A lot of damage to be dealt. Syndrome immediately popped. Effing Mad is the next to fall. Mech charge to go out. The damage is not enough. Fonzie doing what he can with the insatiable hunger, but unable to take a single kill. And now Soksha is on the run. Shotgun down. And the Burrow Strike takes the final kill. This will most likely be GG. GG is in fact already coming out of the team of mTw. Little that they can do about this. GG's and good luck. Game was good. Game was good indeed. And CLG are simply going to waltz in. Disconnects are already being had. mTw not caring all that much about the time ranking. They're just going to waltz their way forward. Going to slap down the tower and the barracks and secure victory. And further progression in this tournament. Winning in the playoffs 2-1.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
The barracks has taken a fall. There's nothing that mTw can do about it because they're all dead or disconnected. I like their flags. Their flags are nice.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As well, it's not too heavy on the advertisement. It looks good. It blends in well with the world. It's not like freaking EGs that are just advertisement.png. That's exactly what it is. The last remaining towers have already been taken down, and the Ancient will fall within a matter of moments.
Ancient is under attack.
So it begins. Wolfling picking himself up a godlike. Lacoste and Syndra duking it out. Shackle to go down, doesn't latch. Syndra doing what he can. I think Syndra's going to come out ahead in this. Windrun to go down. Gush to follow. Anchor Smash is going to come down as well and taking a lot of hits from the tower. Lacoste is dead, trying to force off his way to safety, but blinking ahead and right clicks him down. Currently the team of CLG. Lacoste not too happy about that. STFU he says. Aki noob, no heal. Currently on cooldown. Very sad indeed. The Ancient has taken a fall. CLG have secured victory. CLG winning the matchup 2-0 against mTw and will again progress further within this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Toshley. I'll see you next time.